Gloucestershire hung tough on the final day as Kent's monster first innings total was only good enough for a draw. Kent started the final day with the hope of securing a fourth successive victory in Division 2. Gloucestershire, having been forced to follow on, knew that with all their wickets still intact, a third draw in 5 games was possible, all to play for then at the Bristol County Ground. It was an ideal start for the hosts as both Dent and Howell were able to pick out the boundary. Howell reached his half-century with a single off of Henry, achieved from 101 deliveries with Gloucestershire 84 without loss and still trailing by 254. Podmore stopped Howell in his tracks not too long afterwards. LBW the call as the hosts sat 114 for 1 in their second innings. This sparked Kent's bowling attack into life, with Thomas removing Roderick for a 6-ball duck. LBW again the method, with Gloucestershire still trailing by 227. It may have taken 101 deliveries, but the home skipper Dent reached his 50. His side sat at 140 for 2, still 202 runs behind. Bracey made his fair share of boundaries alongside Dent, as Gloucestershire navigated safely to lunch 155 for 2. A dogged performance from the home side, with the afternoon session looking vital to their hopes of at least securing a draw. A Dent boundary brought up a half-century partnership with Bracey batting at the other end. Gloucestershire 169 for 2, 173 still to chase early in the afternoon. Any thoughts of 100 for Dent were ended though when he was caught behind by Rouse from a Podmore delivery. Wicketkeeper Rouse wasn't waiting too long to take part in his next dismissal, catching a Bracey edge off skipper Denley's delivery. 6 wickets in hand for Gloucestershire at 200 for 4, but the new ball looming. Denley's second wicket of the afternoon saw Taylor struggle to read the flight of the ball and fall victim to an LBW shout. The hosts 5 wickets down and still 135 behind. Having scored just 3 runs from 24 deliveries, Higgins was unable to make too much of an impact before he was caught by Dixon off the bowling of Stevens. Van Buren and Noah Barnett were the two at the crease for the home side as they headed to tea on 232 for 6. 110 runs still required, 4 wickets in hand. The visiting captain Denley had led by example with 2 wickets in the afternoon session, and he'd be hoping for more of the same after the break. After tea and with Kent desperate for wickets, Van Buren and Noah Barnett compiled a measured evening session, and the duo posting a half-century partnership. Van Buren made the most of his time at the crease, matching his 50 from the first innings with a boundary off of Riley. Running out of ideas, Kent tossed the ball to Bell Drummond. Following 3 maidens, he made a breakthrough, Van Buren caught by Kuhn for 59. Moments later, and the seemingly inevitable result was reached. The match declared a draw, and with the pitch in Bristol not offering much, Henry and co were unable to knock over the stubborn Gloucestershire batting corps. The hosts coming away with 7 points, the visiting team taking 12 and moving up to second in the Division 2 table.